Believe it or not, single women are buying up more houses in America than single men. And the backlash is very real. I present to you Exhibit A. This is a comment that was left on one of my other videos. And when I looked at it, my initial thought was, is this ignorance or is it insecurities? Maybe it's a little bit of both, because why else would a man think that it's okay to ask a woman, a total stranger on the internet, this particular question? A lot of interesting statistics came out of this report. There are a little over 20 million single women homeowners compared to around 14 million single men homeowners. And when you look at these statistics more, 71% of single female home buyers have purchased a home before. And that's according to this report that I'm quoting in the National Association of Realtors 2025 profile of home buyers and sellers. And I am here to tell you that I am a part of that 71% statistic. I have talked about in my other videos that this is my third time around getting into mortgage debt. And the first time I did it back in 1999 is when I went under construction, closed on my house. Then in the year of 2000, I was unmarried, a single parent, and making around $15 an hour. And I can tell you that back then, telling people that I was a single homeowner was a topic of conversation. So when you fast forward to today, it makes sense that we are outpacing men in this category. Even though we make less than men on average, we are out here pulling in more money. So now some of these men who are dating single women homeowners, they are not doing well at all with the financial independence that these single women are bringing to the table. And I quote from this particular article: female homeowners report feeling stuck between men's contradictory expectations. They are told to be independent, but not assume the breadwinner role. Men are out here going on dates, asking women when they find out that the woman that they're dating is buying a house, has bought a house, in the process of buying a house, they are asking the question, if you buy a house, what is a man going to do for you? Get off of YouTube trying to clown women and go buy one yourself. So the article reads, when Tiffany Tate put the wheels in motion to buy her first house, it felt like a win until a date's response stopped her cold. If you buy that house, what's a guy going to do for you? He said. It was just after their first date, and Tiffany said that would be their last. For some men, it's okay to be independent. Just don't be, you can buy a house without me, independent. Is that right? I'm going to go on record right now telling you I hope that type of love never finds me. Even though some men are obviously not doing well with this information, despite earning less than men on average, NAR's 2025 data shows that single women report a greater willingness to make financial sacrifices to prioritize their home buying goals. 41% reported spending less on entertainment, vacations, clothing, and other non essential goods, compared with 31% of single men. There were two very distinct groups of men in the comments on this video right here, where I was talking about having to utilize my home warranty company to pay for my AC repair when it went out. There were men who were genuinely helpful, like literally giving me step by step instructions on where to go and how to be able to fix that repair on my own. And then on the other side of the coin, there were the men asking the question, Where's my husband? You're going to be so taken advantage of. You are just so stupid. You're every repairman's dream. You're just going to end up spending so much money. Why would you buy a house on your own and you don't know how to fix anything? And I just looked at it because, again, this is not new to me, but I'm thinking to myself, why do you care so much, Mr. Stranger, on the internet? If I go and I buy another car, does that mean that I'm now supposed to know how to mount a motor and rebuild a transmission? Denials and discrimination. These are two things that I needed to come back and add to our discussion, because while the numbers do look impressive for us as women, single homeowners, the reality is that it does bring about its own set of challenges. So, according to a Lending Tree report, nearly 30% of single female mortgage applicants were more likely to be denied than male applicants. When I went through the process this third time around with my house, once closing was over and my lender called to, have a check in, tell me thanks for giving me your business, I did make it a point to let him know that I felt like I was being discriminated against during the underwriting process. I specifically told him I don't think I would have been asked to prove up so much savings after I had already provided substantial savings if there had been a man's name on that mortgage application. The second part to this are the racial inequalities when it comes to single female homebuyers. 84% are white women, only 7% are Black women. The numbers continue to trend down. 6% identify as Hispanic and Latina, and only 3% are Asian Pacific and Islander women single home buyers. And the Equal Credit Opportunity Act of 1974 granted women the legal right to apply for mortgages without a male co-signer. So we haven't been out here being able to do this on our own for very long. The last time I checked my analytics, I think roughly 65% of the viewers on my channel are women. Those are the people that I'm making these videos for. They're for us. The other people that I'm making these videos for are for people like the ones that I just described, the men who are coming to the channel out of curiosity. I've even had men who have shared their own stories of building their own houses. So that's what this channel is for. And that is why I am going to continue to make these videos as an unmarried homeowner. I am going to continue to share data like this in support of unmarried women taking their finances, their hard earned money, and if they choose to buy a home, giving them all of the information that I possibly can to help them. And in an upcoming video, I'm going to be talking about being house poor. So if you have not subscribed, I appreciate you watching and coming back, and I will see you back here for the next video.